Hello, friends. Wow, I am fluffy today. Goodness gracious. Um, we are gathered here today to make some lyrics. It's a lyrical Tuesday with Ryu, who I see there. We'll bring him on board the Discord in just a moment. And Richard is here. Hello, thank you for coming. This is such a gorgeous song. This is another theme from Turn A Gundam. It's an ending theme, if I am not mistaken, named Aura, 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 Aura. And it is a wonderful song. And I'm excited to work on it. And it's not too long, so we may get a chance to go over some other things, such as some Genshin stuff. We have Rue's song going, and we have the new Farina song from Genshin. What was it called? La Vaguelette or something like that. And I want to discuss if I want to do that in French, in its original language, or English. And if so, Ryu can help me out. So we got a lot going on. This is a gorgeous song again. And yeah. So why don't I go ahead and bring Ryu on the Discord here. I'm certain he is ready to go. I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay, and hello, outer space. Thanks for joining us.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Be afraid.
It's no longer the spooky season, but we're still spooked. Hello.
Hey, November is spooky season 2.
Yes, indeed. Oh, how are you doing?
I'm alive.
You're alive. Well, that's better than the alternative, I guess.
Yeah, I could be on here trying to eat your brain.
Brains.
You know how the song goes. Before you know it, zombies.
We are all corporate zombies here in America. Oh, so good. You're coming through nice and clear. I guess my settings held. Thank goodness. So yeah,
I
Aura.
can.
Hmm?
You want to know the horrible thing?
What's the horrible thing?
I can actually sing this one.
We're going to have you do that now that you've said it.
I don't
Everybody's
want
going to be
to.
interested
Why? Why do you people like to listen to me sing? It's not
because
that good. Like, I don't sing well.
voices
Why is this
don't
interesting?
have to be good to be admired.
That makes no sense to me.
Well, get it together.
I mean, are you sure you want to subject your ears to this?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure we all
Do,
do.
do you want me to subject your ears to that?
Everyone can sing, even if not well. Yep. See, that's the thing. You have to. Yeah. We all have voices. It's all about communication.
I mean, did you have any questions about how any of this was going to go? It's not a hard song, is it?
It's really not compared to what we've been doing.
Like, I can actually get this one out of my mouth.
It's like I pick a song and it's absolute like train
I
wreck syllables everywhere, and
like
you
I could
pick a
not
song
sing.
you pick a song and it's nice and slow and pretty.
Yeah, I could not sing some of the last ones. They were too fast.
They were really fast. All I have to say about that is thank God for flex time editing. Ah,
I mean, seriously, Juna, how do you get that out of your face?
I don't even know. I don't even know. I tried my best, but we're gonna have a good time with that.
If like if like an untrained, not great singer like me can sing this, I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, and Richard brings up a good point. You'd be surprised at how many awful covers I've sung, but I still love singing, and that's the right attitude to have. It doesn't matter. I've sung a lot of awful covers myself. I'm not always perfect. You guys hear my recording
Oh,
sessions. Sometimes I'm just like, ah, but we love what we do, and so
and
that's
yes, I
why we do
enjoy
it.
translating these.
Yeah. So do not sing Never Say Never from Durarara. That song is wicked fast. Okay. Challenge accepted. Loved Music
No,
Monday, by the way. Thank you, Outer Space. It was a pretty
no,
one.
do not be goaded by the chat.
I always give in to my chat. I love them. And I've sung a lot of awful covers. Her fan base. Blasphemy. Well, I'm glad you all are biased towards me. That's very nice. Oh.
But I suppose the people want what they want.
They want what they want. So, with that in mind, do you want to sing the sections first and then I copy you?
No, but let's do it anyway.
You're like, don't want to, but that's what's going to happen, I guess.
I don't want to sing anything, but I'm going to do it anyway.
All right. I'm going to take advantage of this while we can. Go for it.
Where'd I put the instrument? Where'd I put the original? Give me just a moment to find the audio.
Yeah. If you need me, to post a link.
Oh no, I have it.
Okay.
I just have a zillion tabs.
Oh, okay. I figured.
I'm one of those.
Yeah, yeah. ADHD for the win. In my case, anyway.
Okay, here we go.
Woohoo.
Your fever slight, my boy, how you smile. A distant look deep inside your downcast eyes. Your sight set on the waves of worlds apart. In silence, watching oceans of the heart. Though your life
Life
is
is
newly
newly
born,
born.
I know that you shall mourn. The stroke of fate
To
will leave
play
forlorn
forward,
the
all
world you
to
leave
leave
behind.
behind.
That
Discouragement
discouragement a
to
gloom. Before you go, I know I'll see
see
you
you
pierce
pierce
it
it
through,
through.
for from
From
you
you
shines
shines
illumined
true.
true. The aura mixed with the morning twilight. In your
Yes,
hair soft
soft
white
light,
that
the tremble
trembles
slight,
slight, what can
and
it
it
be? The
oh,
aura. Above the world
World
on
and
wind
winds,
bright. Does it be tied? Is it so
so
flies
flies,
that God
God
for grief
forgives.
thighs? That part's a little tricky.
Just a little.
I'm also mucusy today.
Ah, I see. Do you want to take a break and just focus on that part, or do you want to keep going?
Go ahead and make sure that everything's good there
All right.
while
And
I cough a bit.
Outer Space is wondering who the instrumental is by. And the instrumental is by no one. I'm either going to use the voice removal, which actually turned out really nice sounding, to get a good instrumental, or I'm going to do something kind of creative and do like a cappella vocal effects. We'll see what happens.
You could just. I think it would sound pretty good with just flute and noises.
So we could see. That's actually harder to do than you would think, but it might be worth it for this one. I'll see if I can get inspired. If I get any ideas of exactly how I can pull it off. But yeah, we'll see. And eventually we will commission a proper instrumental for this, and I can slap my vocals with it, and then I can put it up on the other streaming platforms as well. But this will be a nice little jewel for my YouTube channel for the time being, at least. So,
Who knows? Maybe this will be the random thing that takes off for some reason.
You never know. Songs never go the way that I think. If I think they're going to do poorly, sometimes they end up doing really well. And if I think they're going to do really, really well, I don't know what happens.
I think that there is some danger in covering what everyone else is covering because you just get buried under everyone else.
It's a double-edged sword, because if you do the stuff that everybody else is doing, that is very true. You get buried in competition. However, if you don't do what everybody else is doing and what everybody else finds popular and search for, you don't get pulled up in search. Nobody finds you. So you can't win either way.
I think this is more fun than the popular thing.
Yeah, and that's why I've kind of loosened up. I used to only do things that I thought were going to be popular, but with all the algorithm changes and YouTube UI changes and just me growing in my voice, I say, fuck it. I'm going to sing fun things when I want.
And the thing is, the best thing that recently was one of my random picks that was out of date.
Yeah. And you know, Real Folk Blues is still going strong. It's one of the best things on my channel right now.
I burn to know why that is.
I burn to know too.
Is it just that evergreen? Maybe?
I guess so. It's just that great of a song.
I mean, I think this is from about the same era. Because they're both Yoko Kanno, aren't they? I think Yoko Kanno did Turn A Gundam. Yeah, that's her, isn't it?
I know Yoko Kanno did the other one. I'm not sure if she did Aura or not.
Well, that's not her singing, obviously. That's
obviously, yeah. So, yeah. Well, let me try my voice at this.
It feels like her compositional style, though.
It kind of does.
Yuki no Mayu was not her singing. There is a version of it with her singing it.
Such a beautiful intro, too.
It feels Yoko Kanno.
Your fever slide, my boy, how you smile. A distant look, deep inside your downcast eyes. Your sight set on the waves of worlds apart. In silence, watching oceans of the heart. Though your life is newly born, I know that I soon shall mourn. The stroke of fate will leave forlorn the world you leave behind. That encouragement to gloom. Before you go, I know I'll see you pierce it through. For from you shines illuminates truth. The The aura mixed with the morning twilight, in your hair soft white that trembles sight. What can it be? The aura above the world on winds rise. Does it betimes it so flies that God forgrieves us? Okay, what did you think?
How's it feel?
It feels very nice. I'm debating if I want to sing it at pitch or if I want to do it an octave up. Because it is slightly low. I think I can do it just fine. And of course, the chorus, especially, is right in my favorite part of my range. But it does sit a little low. I could try it up the octave and see how that sounds. It would be a more of an operatic thing that way. Very different from the original.
That would be interesting, though.
It would be. We could try it and see.
I think this is like above my vocal range. I try to sing along with this, and my voice cracks.
Need
But
more
I feel
air.
like that's what's going on. It feels very. I feel like I'm singing it very flatly and kind of cracking because it's above my vocal range. I think so, at least. Like I have like the normal male vocal range, and this feels like a high male vocal range.
That's why I like it. That's why it suits me.
Like teetering on the border between the two.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, but yeah, I had no problem with this. I think it all fits. I did have a couple of little slip ups, but I think that was me. Because I'm not as familiar with this yet. I haven't practiced it completely up yet. But that'll be fixed.
You haven't completely learned to chew up your like into like a very non-existent thing.
Yara. Oh.
Yeah. It works better with the Japanese clarification, the aura, but it's aura.
Yeah.
And it's just the Japanese word for aura. I think it was borrowed in from German. A lot of early Western borrowings into Japanese are from German rather than English.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Well, there was, or from French, because during that period there was a lot of admiration of Germany, especially in the upper classes of Japanese society, and also, especially later, of France and England. But that came later. That's also one reason why why English borrowings into Japanese are usually like a Japanese interpretation of a British pronunciation of the word.
Oh, that makes sense.
That and they're usually easier to represent in katakana because of the hard American R is like doesn't sound that much like it. It sounds more like really when most Japanese people say it, the Japanese R sounds more like an L.
Yeah, it's like
a bright L.
It like goes to R by way of L.
Yeah. Of course, the thing is, American R and L are both incredibly muddy versions of those sounds. Like they're both. I think our R is like pre-labialized. It's like right. It's like right. It's like we say every R word in the beginning as if there was a W on the front of it.
Yeah.
You don't think about it, but it sounds incredibly murky. Like right.
Right.
Or light. All. Like that's
light.
Gulpy light. That's almost a wuh sound. It's so goopy.
Like our English is so weird.
Especially American English, we got like the goopiest form of English. Like it feels like it's such a gooey language compared to Japanese, which is so clear, or to French, which is very crisp. I feel like English, when I really get into the feeling of it, it's very gooey. Like even German, with its reputation for being ugly, German is not ugly. Stage German from the 1940s is ugly. Normal German has such nice pure vowels. English has the gooeyest vowels and the gooeyest r and l.
Yeah,
like it feels like almost Slavic levels of goopy.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously, Russian is also goopy.
Yeah, I believe that. When I've heard Russian, it's pretty goopy. English is extremely dark. German can be dark too, but not quite as dark as where English goes.
Even Middle English was pretty dark, even though it had like a brighter ah sound as opposed to our ah that's all the way down there. Like Wanneer April with his shoulders so the droogte march has passed into the road. Like it still has those vowels.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Yeah.
don't know what the Russ sounded like. We think it was actually rolled, but I can't pronounce that.
You can't roll your
Like I'm
R's?
physically incapable. Nope,
Oh,
cannot at
you
all.
better learn.
Mm-mm. Too much Celtic in me.
Rrrr. Can
Yeah, you
you?
see, you're Swedish. You can roll your R's.
I can. I never had a problem with it.
Like the Norse can usually roll their R's. The Celts have trouble with it usually. Not
Interesting.
always.
Is that just
Nope.
because of the roots of the language, or?
It might be. I think it's a genetic thing. Like the more Germanic is in you, as far as Europeans go, or the more like Southern European in you, the easier time you have with it.
Hmm.
Whereas the more Celtic you get, the harder an R is to roll.
Interesting. I
And I do not speak the language, but in real life, my name is extremely Welsh.
Outer Space says he can roll his R's and is not European.
Oh well, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm half Swedish, half
Oh
mutt.
no, I cannot roll an R like that. I just get like or like I can roll it in the back of my mouth like a French person, like holes.
Oh, you can do like the uvular
Richard.
R.
Oh yes, I can pronounce like the heavy continental French and German sounding things like neun or le or schönbrunn or something like that, or schönbrunn I think it is, or something like that.
Mm.
Brun, grün. Like I can do German and I can do French just fine.
Ah.
Spanish is a nightmare to me. Like
Spanish is
pero,
kind of similar to
no.
Japanese, though. It only has pure vowels.
Uh, the way the consonants go in Spanish, especially the Spanish R. Spanish R is a nightmare. Like I sound so bad when I try to speak Spanish. like, like I can't like pero pero is like a dog,
Perro.
but no, it's like but with the rolled R, pero like perro. Like I can't get it.
Yeah,
That's the best
you
I can
don't
do.
use enough air. You don't use enough air when you sing, and you don't use enough air to roll your R's.
That's nice, but I'm a plant elemental,
And
not a wind
that's
elemental. What do
easily
you want from me?
fixable. That is easy to fix.
I'm sure you could teach me how to fix it. And one of these days, you will give me a singing lesson. But I don't have spare money right now.
Well, we've discovered Ryu's linguistic weak point, Spanish.
This is not a surprise to anyone. The Japanese R is not rolled. It's
No,
usually
it's
a
not.
tap like the or a lateral like la.
Now,
It's
why
easy.
is it like when I hear exaggerated Japanese in the anime, especially of tough guys, like they do something like "orre," or like I do hear a rolled R sometimes in certain circumstances.
That is an exaggerated like thug pronunciation.
Okay.
That is not a normative pronunciation. It's like how someone might speak exaggeratedly or with a funky accent in English.
Mm, okay.
Like
That
how
makes sense.
like how he might give the gang member like a new Jersey accent or something like that.
Hmm. You know what's funny about me? I can't do a New York or New Jersey accent to save my life.
Neither can I. But I went to grad school in New York. I suppose if I drop my R's, it sounds like R. It sound that's hard to do.
Yeah.
Hard to do. If I drop my R's, it starts to sound a bit like I guess like Pennsylvania y.
Hmm.
That's hard to make myself do though. That
I
feels very unnatural.
I can sound Midwestern. I've been trained out of making the harder R's though. But I
The
can
thing,
sound more Midwestern. I can sound a little Southern if I want. But that's
thing
not my
is,
norm. That's not my true accent.
I will mirror Southern if someone speaks to me in it, but
Mm.
it is not. You don't really hear much twang now, but if you were speaking twangly, I would start doing it.
Speaking twangly.
Yes. Like I usually sound fairly neutral, other than having the really hard R and the goopy L. My natural mother is from Michigan.
Uh,
And
so
I
yeah,
guess
you sound
she
pretty
was
neutral to me.
that,
So
and I am, as some kooky people would say, overeducated, quote unquote.
yeah, if anything, when you're reading things, you tend to sound more, definitely a lot more European. Um,
Yeah, when I'm reading things out loud, I sometimes shift into like mid-Atlantic or something like that, depending on like the R list, more articulated vowels, because I mentally read my mental pronunciation is different from my spoken one.
that's fun.
And it depends on what I'm reading too.
Yeah, if you're reading something more poetic, you go into it. Things like our
I did take
lyrics.
I did take a few singing lessons when I was a child,
Oh, neat.
and to like buffer out the regional accent, one of the things they taught us to do was to basically treat English like it has five vowels and dump
Mm-hmm.
your R's whenever you can.
Basically,
Which is what,
yeah.
whereas you articulate the vowels more distinctive. Like I was taught to sing like that rather than that.
Yeah, and it really depends on the style that you're singing. In general, though, basically, and especially in more classical style singing, you want your vowels to be pure. And that makes it easier to sing. It makes it project further. Um,
It
it's
also gets
just,
rid of like the goopiest of the English vowels,
yeah.
which are like cut and the sofa ending vowel,
Mm-hmm.
the schwa. The schwa is not a reduced
Yeah.
ah though. When I try to stress a schwa, like if I were to say sofa, it's like like the foot vowel. If I try to unstress it, which
Yeah.
I think is very strange.
It was very weird in the opera that I was in, the Susanna. The opera, you remember me talking about Susanna before. The opera is set in New Hope, Tennessee. Um,
Oh yeah,
air
singing
quotes.
in Southern English is
Yeah. It was horrible because everybody is singing in that like Appalachian kind of Southern accent.
very difficult to get it to sound like anything other than an exaggerated parody,
Yeah,
unless that's your natural accent.
yeah. So it's like the ain't
Also,
it a pretty
al- like
night?
even when I can get twangy through mirroring, I don't change my vocabulary.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it sounds really weird if I get twangy. Like
Hmm.
because I keep my normal speech register, but I can sound pretty awful. Because I grew up around it, it never became my normal, but I can mirror it without
Mm,
thinking about it. But then I go back to my normal after that.
mm. Yeah. Whenever I'm
Oh,
with my brother who lives in Iowa, I always end up mirroring him quite a bit.
do you want to finish this song?
Yes, we should continue on. You want to do that next part?
No, but we're gonna do it anyway. I've at least learned to do assonance with nice vowels from you. This
Nice
also has a nice
assonance,
intro.
Ryu.
Har har. I don't think Johnny wants you commenting on my assonance. Oh, oops.
It's clear to
I
see
scrolled
for
it.
everybody. You're showing off your
Okay, here we go.
assonance.
All right. Your lashes damp, my boy, in your gaze. A distant look deep inside your eyes remains. You look up and away, and soon one day the rising sun will infiltrate their haze. Though your life is newly born, I know that I soon shall mourn the stroke of fate will leave forlorn the world you leave behind. That discouragement or gloom. Before you go, I know I'll see you pierce it through, illumine life's vital truth. The aura mixed with the morning twilight, offered up unto the stars, wiped out from mind and heart. The aura, a love that passeth all things, held right there, yes, in your small palm. Look for it always. That part's tricky.
Yeah.
And then it repeats.
Yeah, you get a
The
second shot at that.
aura, mixed with the morning twilight, offered up unto
To
the
the
stars,
stars,
wiped
wiped
out
out
from
of
mind
mind
and
and
heart.
heart.
The
The
aura,
aura,
a love
love
that
that passeth
passeth all
all
things,
things.
is
It's
right
right
there,
there,
yes, in
yes,
your
in your
small
small
palm.
palm.
Look for
For
it
it
all.
always.
That was
Yay!
so hard to fit there too.
Yeah, but
It
still, you did
doesn't.
a good job.
It doesn't rhyme at the end, and or have any like atonal pairings at the end, and I'm kind of sad. It didn't in Japanese either, so I was like,
Uh,
yeah, like it had this like weird. I think it had this weirdly classical phrasing in one of the lines, and then it was like the. I can look down and see what it actually said. I know a love that passes all things is actually like world without end, amen. A quotation from a liturgy of some kind, like the love that passeth all understanding.
hmm,
Because the
see
original
that.
phrasing sounded like something similar.
Cool.
Shijo no aiwa. Shijo means I think surpassing. Let me look that up. Shijo, it's like root, like a word that means chamber and above. Like this Shijo means supreme love in a small hand, and then I think it just ends. Oh, and there's that sasagu word that means like to offer up unto something in classical Japanese.
Ah, Sasagyo.
You remember that word?
Yeah. Da
In
da
modern
da da
Japanese,
da
it's
da 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 da
sasageru.
da.
It was also in I think First Death.
Oh, was it? I can't
Sasagu.
remember. I believe you.
It was in another song. It's like the ritualistic. I offer this up unto you as I would unto a deity,
Hmm.
and it's and in the form sasagu, it has the old style conjugation and everything,
Hmm.
which is they're like in modern Japanese there are, it depends on how you count it, number of verb conjugations, but basically two, and two irregular verbs, maybe three in the whole language.
Hmm.
Japanese does not have a lot of irregular verbs. Just the verbs for like be, come, and go, and that's it.
Ah, I see. That makes sense.
But the te form, the connecting form of verbs, it's predictable what it will be from the citation form, but they're often really messy. There's
Hmm.
like this little song they teach you, fu mu nu turn to day, no bu mu nu or ne, fu tsu ru te, like two t's, ku ite gu ide, kuru kite suru shite iku ite, and sushite.
Cool.
Other than other than that, like so that's there are like four, I guess, in total five different types of regular verbs if you count all the wonkiness they do in the connecting form. There used to be several others that no longer exist. There were and sasag, and they all became verbs in iru, like sasagu, which has the archaic, which was is archaic, has a modern form, sasageru,
Interesting. Huh.
or Yeah, if I had all day, I would just explain. Yeah, they were usually Japanese verbs are called either monograde because they have like the same form in of the stem, like the main part of the verb, everywhere, and you just stick things on the end of it, like normal people verbs. And others you change the ending vowel, like to want, nega, not want, nega wa nai. You change the vowel,
Huh.
or yuku, which means go, yukanai, not go.
I can not wrap my mind around remembering all that. Oof.
Well, you
Grammar.
usually change it. U is like the base form. E is like the stick another verb on the end of this form. E is the this maybe didn't happen form, like yukeba, if it goes, or the archaic yukedo, even though it goes. A is usually this definitely didn't happen form. Yukanai does not go.
Hmm.
And
Wild.
O is the let's do this form, like Iko, let's go.
Eco.
Yep. U, regular. E, jam another verb onto it. E, maybe. A, didn't. O, let's.
Okay.
It. You have like one vowel for everything. That's the modern form. In archaic Japanese, there wasn't an O form. It was another one of the A sequence. It was amu rather than O
Uh,
or O, depending on what time, place, and speaker.
well,
Oh,
that
but do you want to?
cleans a little bit up in my head, but it's still a lot. But yeah, let me sing through this part now. And then
Yeah,
maybe
go
we'll
ahead.
sing it from the beginning. And we can test out if we like it in the upper octave or the lower octave. I'll sing it in the lower octave for now, just for the sake of comfort and ease of hearing the words. But then
Tidings of comfort and joy.
potential, confidential. All right, here we go. Skipping the interlude a little bit. All right, here we go. Your lashes damp, my boy, in your gaze. A distant look, deep inside your eyes remain nights. You look up and away, and soon one day, the rising sun will infiltrate their haze. For your life is to be born, I know that sooner soon shall mourn the stroke of fate will leave forlorn the world you leave behind. A discouragement, a gloom. Before you go, I know I'll see you pierce it through, illumined by life's vital truth. The aura mixed with the morning twilight, offered up unto the stars, wiped out from mind and heart. The aura, a love that passeth all things, held right there, yes, in your small palm. Look for it always. Yay! Let me try this up the octave now. Mixed with the morning twilight, offered up unto the stars, but down from mind and heart. The old, a love that passeth all things, held right there, yes, in your small palm. Look for it always.
I feel like that's way more unique, and that would stand out way more. Because when you're singing it at normal range, it sounds like the same song with a female vocalist.
So you like
When
that?
you're singing the octave up, that's very different.
I told you it would be.
That's very unique, and I feel like it suits the song. But like it feels like a different character could be singing it.
Yeah, do you want to hear
With
what the verses sound like up the octave?
Yeah, because I think the up the octave, isn't that like your like range?
Technically speaking, yeah.
I mean, yeah, show off.
Sure.
Enough of listening to me cough and hack and sing flatly for like the dancing monkey for the audience, just to amuse them.
Oh
Like,
goodness.
actually show us what this can sound like.
Uh, well, let's see if you like the verses of the
Yeah. Well,
octave.
yeah. Let's see what it sounds like. I'm very
Um,
curious to hear.
yeah. All right, here we go.
Oh, I had one question.
Oh, sure.
Does the division, line 19 among others, does that where it has like the sort of the drawn out on the in, would that work better on the deep?
I would tend to go more on deep. Um,
I would try it like that because I feel like that's what your voice is trying to do, and I slipped up and did it that way several times when I was trying to remember how to sing this, so I could sing it for you.
so move it to
That was.
deep.
Let's test it and see.
Okay, yeah, let's test it.
Because
Yeah.
inside made sense with the Japanese syllabification. Like it was one of those. I don't remember what it was. I can look. I can go down and see.
And that would be up at the first verse too, right?
Oh, I see why it might be like. I see, because it's show on net. So deep. So show is like one syllable, but two. That might be why deep is feeling like it actually ought to be that.
Deep inside. I think they both need it.
Oh, they both need it.
I think they both need it.
That would explain things.
Deep inside your downcast eyes. Yeah.
Okay, so we figured it. I figured there was something trippy going on there.
Yes, that fixes that. Okay.
I guess it must be net show net.
Yeah.
Like they held out the whole thing.
This song is so slow in that part. They do draw out each syllable and make it clear. We're so used to syllables being smashed together.
Yeah, this one doesn't do as much smashing.
All right, let me try it.
It sings so much better when you have things like Jatari na isakebi.
Yep.
Because you have the na e, like it's all syllabified. You don't have nai, nai nai, nai nai. However that one goes.
Yes.
So that one was very punchy. Also, I re-encountered Great Escape, and I was like, I thought of something that would have been better. You said even if we're caught in the waves, it should have been even if we're caught in the straits, because it was pinchy, and straits are things you can get caught in when you're in a boat, and it rhymed.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, hindsight is 20/20, isn't it?
I should retranslate some of these if we ever like go through and like have a grand redo of a bunch of things.
A great redo of Great Escape.
Among other things, like I feel like we've learned so much. Like
we keep getting better.
If we ever did a greatest hits album, we need to shine up some of the old ones.
Yeah. I keep on thinking of some of our old ones, and particularly my singing. I remember some of these being really, really good, and then I look back and I'm like, ooh, shit, my mixing skills were trash.
Is there any one that you want especially to revisit?
I'd have to think about that. Because there's a lot of really nice ones.
Because
that we did.
That gives me an idea.
It's hard to choose.
You know how we're kind of poor at the moment?
Yeah.
You still have the instrumental files for all those, right?
Point. Yes.
If we ever feel the need to go back and like fix something, this is the time to do it. Oh, we're doing because I will go back and retranslate everything and then compare it with what was already there.
Interesting. Okay. I'll think on that. I'll think on that and get back to you.
That means maybe someday, if we remember.
Well, my bank account might remember sooner than later, but actually we just are starting to do much better now because my husband got his retirement account dumped into our bank account now to afford the down payment of the house. So we have that money in our account now. So we are not worried about buying groceries this week for the first time in a few months. And yeah, so we're sitting pretty good, but we still shouldn't be.
No, we don't need to be extravagant.
We don't need to be extravagant. But anyway, let me sing through this. And you tell me what you think of the upper octave. Here we go.
I tell you what I think of everything, so no worries. Let me go get more tea.
You're getting more tea?
Yeah, I've just started hacking up a lung.
Oh no. All right, well, I'm going to sing through this anyway. You can listen as you make tea. The fever slight, my boy, how you smile. A distant look, deep inside your downcast eyes. The sight set on the waves of worlds apart. In silence, watching oceans of the heart. Your life is nothing more. I know that soon shall want the stroke of fate will leave forlorn the world you leave behind. That discouragement aglow. Before you go, I know I'll see you pierce it through. But from your shouting and looming true. The aura, sweet the moment, in your soft white that trembles like, what can it be? The aura, rise, does it be tells as it so flies, like a waves.
Oh no, that sounds very nice.
You like it like that? Really?
There was just one question I had.
Sure.
I had syllabified the aura, like shadow the, and then the first of aura on the two initial syllables.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Aura. I put aura on the same place that it typically goes. And then I squeeze in the right before it. I could do the aura, or I could do the aura, which I think is what you want. Right?
No, I like it with this like aura right where it is in the original.
Yeah. In both cases it's like that. Okay. So I could either do the aura or the aura.
I was just thinking that the awe part needed a little bit more warble between the two notes.
Sure, I can do that. So I'm just trying not to peak my mic right now.
So it's just making sure that it was two distinct notes.
Yeah.
But you're doing it just fine then. That was exactly what it was supposed to be.
Cool.
Aura in exactly the same place. It just needs an article in English to sound like a sensible sentence.
Yeah.
So it's like, have a ghost the.
The ghost of the.
I know you love my smashed articles.
You have to do this, don't you? In every one we do, you gotta squeeze some article up in there.
That is how, as we've discussed, this is just how I normally pronounce words. I don't even think about it. Like,
I don't even fight you on this anymore. I'm just like, okay, it's another you thing.
I would say like the cat jumped off the table, like the cat. I say that as like one syllable.
You goopy American.
I feel like I'm pretty internationalized at this point.
All right, well, let me continue on and finish this out. And
we
then
might
we
even
can
have
maybe
time for
look
that
at,
Genshin.
yeah, we can look at Rue's song, and we can discuss what we'd like to do with Vaglet, or whatever that. What is
Little
it?
wave. It's Vaglet, and it means little wave.
Vaglet.
A Vag is like a wave in the ocean.
Yeah. Oh, Farina's story is so sad. I don't even know all of it yet because I haven't played that far in the game. But
I did
I'm
make
in love
some
with this
edit.
character.
I did make some edits to the Genshin thing, just
Sure.
to like. I'm like, yeah, I'll just go. Well, first of all, I realized I was missing a few lines, and then I was like,
Hmm?
you know what? This is sad. Let's just go all in on the sad. I was originally going for hopeful, believe it or not, but you said it made you sad.
Rue's story is sad, yes.
I know nothing about the Genshin game.
Ah. Well, if you stick around me long enough, you'll start to learn. Okay, so let's finish this out and then we can do some Genshin stuff. Repost the Ruse song, your edits in the Discord for me, if you would send it to me.
It should be in the same document, but let me find it.
Yeah, if you so I don't need to scroll back. I didn't pin it like I should have. Sorry.
Oh. Oh, you were a naughty bunny.
Yes, not pinning things.
I should have pinned it too.
All right, here we go. Let's sing through the
So I
rest
guess the
of
pins are
this.
for you, not for me.
Your lashes down, my boy, in your gaze. Distant look, deep inside your eyes remains. You look up and away, and soon one day, the rising sun will infiltrate their face. The lake is now reborn. I know that I soon shall mourn. The stroke of fate will be forlorn. The world will leave behind. The discouragement of gloom. Before you go, I know I see you piercing through. You remember the sky to be true. The aura mixed with the hot offered out unto the stars, wiped out from mind and heart. The aura, simple things held right there, yes, in a small poem. Look for it all. Yes. The aura mixed with the hot offered up unto the stars, wiped out from mind and heart. The aura, simple things held right there, yes, in your small bone. Look for the always. All right, it
Let it not
fits.
be said that the Queen of Night does not love her child.
There we go. So you really like it in up the octave like that? Okay, we will make it so.
The only other experiment I would do would be like, what does it sound like if it's only half an octave? Is that a thing?
I mean, I could change that. That would be changing the key. And that's...
never mind. That would put it in a major key. That would be horrible. Never mind. Don't do that. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, let's not do that. Yeah.
It is a thing, but it's not the thing you want. I just kind of wondered what it would sound like, but this is in a minor key, I imagine.
Yeah, this is a minor key.
I was going to be like, if this is a major key, this is the gloomiest major key I've ever heard if it's in major key. I tend to prefer things in minor key. Like the bounciness of a major key is usually a bit much for me. Not always. There are some things in major keys I enjoy, but I like how more subdued that minor keys usually are. So how do you feel?
I feel very happy with that. That's going to be very beautiful.
I do too.
I could see it just being just pure solo voice, maybe with a couple of harmonies added. Like, I feel like
That would,
simplicity would do very well.
yeah, it's almost like a, I don't know if it's an aria, but it's like it could, I guess it could be.
So,
What you call one of those like solo vocal performances in an opera.
dang nabbit, why does it do this? Yeah, we could have Turn A Gundam opera. That could be very fun.
Is Rue's song in a major key or a minor key? I think it's probably in a minor key too.
Let me look it up.
It might be a very subdued major key.
Tension. Mm,
Have I ever chosen anything in a major key? Um, I doubt it. Real Folk Blues was probably in a minor key. Tsuki no Mayu was probably in a minor key. Eris theme, I'm pretty sure is. Huh. For some reason, my lungs
oh
hate
yeah,
me
this
today.
is a slow major key.
Huh, I could see that. It feels somewhere in sort of the borderline between the two.
Yeah.
And then again, I didn't pick it, you did.
Like it's not like a triumphant sounding major key. It's more of a this is the end of the story kind of major key.
Yeah, and apparently the lyrics came out sad. So I just went ahead and made them sad all the way.
Up in sphere.
I actually just changed. I just changed the
What did you change?
this section right here mostly.
Ah, okay. I didn't get quite there yet. I'm gonna do.
And then the last few lines, there's more words because I missed a few.
Place.
This one should be pretty easy though. It's another like slow, gentle, not difficult thing.
Yeah. Let's take this much. Now, did you want to sing through this first, or do you want me to?
I don't want to sing anything at all. But I feel like it like starts off right away.
Yeah.
Since my lungs want to hack themselves out, I'll let you go first.
Okay. Let's see if I can get this. I have not worked on this at all, other than just a passing look.
Oh, that feels awful.
So.
Probably sounds awful too.
Poor thing. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I have this.
Leaves rustling gently as they sway. Still warm, the sun, whilst the hours away. Can you see there's a story in the play of where the light falls upon an autumn day? And then we get a little interlude. I don't think I got the long version of this song, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to switch over.
It's like 3 minutes and change long. There's no interlude.
Oh yeah, it just continues on, doesn't it?
Yep. I use all of the beats.
Upon an autumn day, see those shades all telling a tale, spun out in spheres just past the veil. Sundry each set in its place, even the hours leave waiting. I messed that up.
Is there...
Yeah, help me fix that. What did I do wrong?
Let's see. I'm not sure. Let's see. Faded leaves rustling gently as they sway, still warm the sun, whilst the hours away. Can you see there's a story in the play of where her light falls upon an autumn day? See those shades all telling a tale, spun out in spears just past the veil. Sunbring worlds each set in its place. Even the hours leave their chase just to see. In one world born out of deep memory, a hero did rise, climbing to the skies. On sought passage through portals of the sea to traverse the tides and times. Then it goes quiet for a minute. Does that make sense?
A little bit. Yeah, let me try that now that I've heard it. Actually, let me find
I did do time markings in this.
yes, you did. I'm trying to find the
You want the
video
one
that you
I use
used. Yeah.
specifically? Okay, let me just dump it in the chat.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
There it is. That's the exact one I use.
Thank you.
Yeah, I should have thought about that, but I didn't.
Oh no, that's fine.
Head pats.
Waves rustling gently as they sway, still warm the sun whilst the hours away. Can you see there's a story in the play of where her light falls upon an autumn day? See those shades all telling a tale, spun out in spheres just past the veil. Sundering worlds each set in its place, in the hours leave their chaste sea. In one world born out of deep memory, a hero did rise, climbing to the skies, and sought passage through portals of the sea to traverse the tides and times.
Okay, so I think the line, I guess it's 8. I didn't number these.
Ah,
Um, even the hours. Hours is 2 syllables.
yeah, hours. That's where I was messing up.
It could be even the hours leave off their chase if you want one. But I thought that was too many words.
In the hours leave their chase.
And then Phantom just to see. A lot of these Genshin tracks lend themselves very well to having little ghost lines.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Like Loco Polo Jungle really did.
Oh, yes. Clear case of that. Yeah. Uh,
Also, Loco Polo Jungle was a summer song. This is an autumn song. We're actually getting a Genshin seasonal progression going on.
hey, hey.
I'll have to do a winter one and a spring one too.
So I know. What do you think La Vaguelette is? Do you think that's more summer?
I haven't looked at what it actually means. Once we get through this, let me pull it up and just read through it.
Yeah.
This one shouldn't be hard.
I'm gonna finish typing this up and then I'll sing through the rest of it. It seems pretty
If I could live in the
straightforward.
water, if I could live in water, would the world be more beautiful? Would you, would you pardon us, oh darling sea? Water in its current makes our lives dance. It nourishes the city, like you do, my dear love. No, great love is not enough. Only a farewell will flourish. This is this is the story of our life, both sweet and bitter. Me, I am and always will be there to see the world and its beauty, and that will never change ever, ever. French is so much easier than Japanese. I don't even need a dictionary, I can read it.
I
This was
thought
my
you
primary.
might like this.
That is extremely sad. Like, what are we doing? Pretty sad song phase?
I guess that's what we are landing in here.
I mean, I could translate this very easily if you wanted an English version.
I think we should try it in English. I think it would be fun. Because I can pronounce French. I believe I could sing it kind of well, but I think I could sing English better than I can sing French.
Yeah, I would be like nagging you to death because I took French phonetics, and I'm not going to say my pronunciation is native, but it's pretty good. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't trust my French pronunciation.
that's okay. I don't trust my any foreign language pronunciation. I tricked you into singing Silent Song in Japanese.
I'm more confident in my Japanese pronunciation than I would be in French.
Like, just listening to that, it sounded very nice. I can slightly tell you're not a native speaker singing that in Japanese. Your cadence can be a bit English in places,
Mm,
but it still sounds really nice. Like, I thought that was such a good idea.
yes. Oh, I can't wait until I get to make a music video for that. Poor Johnny, he's been so swamped lately with all the new house stuff, dealing with the mortgage company and all that. He has not gotten a single moment to work on any animations lately. So,
Let's just do lyric videos for now.
yep, we're sticking with lyrics videos. I was waiting on Kurakura, but Kurakura is going to go up maybe even tonight. I have the lyrics video ready to go for that. So look forward for that.
That one was funny. Like that, there was fun to be had there. It wouldn't have been my choice. I don't think it holds a candle to Mixed Nuts or Kigeki, but it was still fun.
Yeah, it's still a cute song. I can
don't
play
think
it for you at the end of this stream if we
I don't
like.
think Nemure Sareta lineage. I honestly don't think it's good as Here or Deer, but it's still good.
Yeah, it's still good. I think Here is always going to be the most epic one.
Here or Deer, I'm torn between them. Here was like our last major one of the last major times we actually disagreed on things.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if I handed it to you now, you would just sing the phrase "untarnished light" and not even worry too much about it.
It's probably right.
Granted, I probably wouldn't have used that phrasing, knowing because I would have been like, you know what, she's gonna tell me that's too muddy.
Oh man. Okay, let me continue with this. I forget where we were though.
Oh,
Um,
it ends off at tides and times.
Times and times.
Let's see. I think I've got my cough back under control. Let me see if
Okay.
I can show you what the rest is supposed to sound like. No one knows the true ending, but some say the story ends where the branches sway in a country long lost and far away. They're under the sun on an autumn day. Dusky shades fall on roads of war, darker than night, with no stars. And no matter how long it blows, no silver from the moon adore. In this world where the thunder tears the night, where white waves do crash as the windstorms clash, can we find truth within the mystery to traverse the times and times? On then sea with our own new melody, each life new our eyes, climbing through the skies, each awake to hope that might be truth in near and far flung landslides, in the warmth of bright autumn time, when red and gold shine through the leaves, shall we see.
Neat. Okay. Oh, hey, Ravani's. How are you? Oh, wow. Worth a like. You should try your hand at Fake Wings from Dot Hack. Oh, I do love that one. I love all of the seesaw stuff. Time to Smile, singing with French accent. Are we doing?
I keep waffling on this. I think We Shall See, or something.
Okay.
Or no. Oh no, I know. May It Be.
May It Be. That's a total change. Okay.
That's better. Because I had May It Be elsewhere, but changed it to something else. Because we have See up here, so we need a different word.
May it be an evening star.
It's a call out to Enya. There are actually two. I think there's one other call out. Even the hours leave off their chase is to in English obscure French poem, which has a line, "O time suspend thy flight, and you, O favored hours, leave off your chase." It's a call out to that, which nobody's going to recognize.
So
Portals of the Sea is just some sort of fanciful thing I included in a story once. I just thought it sounded like it would sing nicely.
Yes.
Also, Moon, Tsuki no Mayu callback.
Yep.
Moon adored.
Gotta have that moon.
Because adored is a word that also appeared in the song.
Moon is crying teardrops of moonlight.
That was dumb, and you know it.
Shut up.
The moon. I forgot about that one.
Shut
the
up.
Moon is crying. Your moon is crying teardrops of lacquer.
Lacquered
You hated
moonlight.
that word. You like that one. I would have to fix so much. You were so liberal with that one.
That was like one of my early translations, like Baby Caroline translation.
But before I got you hooked on the let's do this as correctly as possible thing. Granted, you barely had anything to work with.
It's true.
And even I'm sometimes, you know how song lyrics don't always make sense in English?
Oh, yeah.
In Japanese too.
Yeah.
Or at least I'm like, what does this even mean sometimes? So there are times when I have to guess. They're not that often. I usually just translate the words literally and hope it works.
Ravani's, I'm glad you are alive. So, yes, we are collaborating. He writes the lyrics. I check them and sing them and make the cover. So he helps me greatly by doing all this massive work of translating and then making it even singable for me. So, yes, it is a collaboration of sorts.
Yep, I don't have money for Patreon, so this has to do.
I do appreciate it, and I will pay you as soon as I make it rich. It's like, oh, I thought you were going to sing together. It would be neat. One day when you get confident in your singing.
I am not a good singer, as you can tell. This is actually in an okay range for me, but a lot of these songs I can't even sing; they're too fast.
It's true.
I'm not a trained singer. I also currently have a chronic cough,
Poor
so
thing.
this has not been the easiest thing.
Oh, be downing that honey.
Gee.
Ravani's is like, not with that attitude, you won't be a good singer. I second that.
I mean, it's okay. I'm just not that good at it. I could probably learn. But I like being the one who makes the words.
You are quite the wordsmith, that's for sure.
Aw, thanks. Like, someone I was in, like, a writing group with briefly was like, I think facetiously in text, it was like, cries, this person is such a better wordsmith than me. And I was like, only because I've had, like, a 20-year head start on you. I didn't say it like that, but it takes a long time to get good.
It does. It takes a long time to get good at anything worth getting good at.
I mean, I could produce, like, okay, kind of cringy, but better than average stuff when I started out, but...
So Hervani's is like, don't worry, just a little AI and autotune will cure that. It's true.
AI can go to Florida, I mean, hell. Oh, but yeah. Do you want to actually try singing it? You don't have to. But you might want to.
Stop killing me!
Oh no! Why are you? What's wrong? What's wrong? What happened?
You happened.
What did I do?
Go to Florida, I mean hell.
Oh, I didn't even realize you were reacting to that. Well, I mean, the governor's basically Satan to shit stain, so
It's
what do
true.
you expect?
It's true.
Like, seriously, I saw an analysis of him recently, and, like, the honest-to-God analysis was this guy does not know how to smile.
He's just awkward as all get out in general. Like, you listen to him speak, if you're that unfortunate, and you're like, ew.
Like, I mean, I'm not that photogenic or telegenic, so I want to you want to be nice, but I don't know. I kind of just want to, like. He looks kind of small. Like, he looks like the kind of guy I could stuff in a locker.
I wouldn't blame you for that. Well, let's focus on more beautiful things like this song. I will finish this out then. Let us see if I can find my place here.
He's apparently widely believed to wear shoe lifts to make himself look taller.
No one knows the true ending, but some say the story ends where the branches sway in a country long lost and far away. There under the sun on an autumn day, dusky shades fall on roads of war, darker than night with stars no more. Oops. And no matter how long implored, no silver from the moon adored. Can it be in this world where the thunder tears the night, where white waves do crash as the windstorms clash, can we find truth within the mystery to traverse the tides and times?
How does it feel?
It feels great.
I've learned. I had a good teacher to not make it goopy.
Ah, well, I appreciate the vote of confidence. We have both taught each other many wonderful things, which shines
Yes.
forth in these lyrics that you make. So I am very happy with this. This will be a lovely thing to kind of sneak in there. So I won't need to worry about much. I'll just need my microphone to be able to record this, and I'll see how much difference I can make in each verse and chorus. I'll add some liberties with harmonies and some extra sounds. I'll add the flute in there, and we'll make something really cool.
I'm also transcribing La Veglette. Give me just a moment.
Oh, you've already got work on that. That one is so gorgeous.
I could probably translate it right now. I mean, I understand it.
So I am going to bring up, let's see if I can bring it up. Will this crash my computer? I hope not. But I want to show off Kura Kura, how that turned out. Because I don't think anybody's gotten to hear the final mix yet.
Go ahead. Okay.
Have a nice day. Ah, you have to leave, Ravanis? You have a nice day too. So let's see. I'm going to put this here. We can make it big. Because I think this turned out pretty cool. This big so we can see it. So this is the lyric video for it. Let's play. Question, we're bearing. Question, ha 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 ha.
Seems this world is split in two. Each side has its injustice, each it's true. Each one to be the victor lies. Like bombs though they end up entwined. Two sides to face. Common sense begets unwelcome change. Our lives and our stories end the same. Has spread the standard, somehow it's how things are. A senseless story that seems as if it's how things must be. It goes on and on as if disordered. I can't find no reason why.
Such a fun part.
Make one honest mistake and your whole world shaking.
This was really hard to record though.
Feelings breaking. Sometimes there's no way to cope it all down. Do you fight not knowing what it's about? I'm not sad, I won't cry, but this way makes my headache 100%.
No, I don't know for sure.
I know that I want
It's just sweet like the sun. It's a good bit of all this too.
If the curtain had changed as it flooded and raped, then truth that I deal would interchange. All disarranged. Once solo I did survive until my discontented temper solidified. This world running retrograde. Sometimes it seems to wear a friend's face. Two sides to face. Do you fight justice using your rectitude? Throwing the dice don't show the truth. I know nothing ends smoothly like it does on TV. My favorite drama show.
Yeah, God bless Flex Time Editing.
Question why you're all
Was
staring.
staring
It feels
just like yesterday. And I didn't smile to bad jokes away. Things I can't before in my eyes. It's not because I read it too.
From those words all too lonely, awaken memories. If all my tears ran up, would I be at ease? Taking nowhere is getting so old. What do I want to protect most of all? It might be, I don't know, and that's making my headache. Just 1%, always won't satisfy. But I worry I study the lesson to be. And the future comes in, it's on time. Make one honest mistake and your whole world shaking. Gathering strength and your feelings breaking. Sometimes there's no way to cope it all down. Do you fight not knowing what it's about? I'm not sad, I won't cry, but this way makes my headache 100%. No, I don't know for sure. I know that I want to sweep up the sorrows and get rid of all this gloom. If the curtain had changed, as they flooded and waved. Then truth and ideal would interchange, all disarranged. Question why your rules vary. Question life without caring. Question he said will vary. Question why ha 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 ha.
Yeah, baby. So I think I did a pretty decent job on that. It came out pretty darn good. It's not perfect, of course, but I think that'll do. I've been kind of sitting on that for a while now. I should have posted it last Saturday, but I didn't. So I'm going to post it ASAP. Maybe tonight once I finish with dinner. So, yay. So I think I'm actually going to get going. I'm going to give Ryu more time to work on the Farina song.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah, I might
I
be
don't
a
want to
minute.
I don't want to put you stressed, and it's about time to get going anyway. We got 2 songs. Ryu's song is not short, actually. It has a lot of verses.
Does
So,
it? Like, you think so?
yeah, I think so. It's got let's see.
How many
Like
lines?
it's like an A-B form. So it's got A-B, 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 A-B. Yeah.
It's only 33 lines, though. It's not like some of those, like, 60-liners you've given me.
Yeah, I don't think it's the longest one we've ever done, but it's like in comparison to the jungle, this one is pretty
It's
long.
longer.
Yeah.
It's longer than the others, because the others were really short. Like you.
I am short. I am 5'2".
You're like the second shortest person with whom I regularly interact on the internet. Only second shortest. I met someone who's 5 foot nothing.
Oh, really?
Yep, she also lives in Florida.
Interesting. Floridians are short then.
I guess.
And Aura, we're going to
glad
try and record this later this week. We also have to finish mixing the I keep on forgetting Nemure Sareta lineage.
Nemura Sareta, I think.
Nemura Sareta. What blah 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 lineage. We'll finish mixing that as well. I'm not sure when that'll happen. But yeah, that's my goal for this week, is to get those few things done. And this was more than what I expected to get done today, so I'm very happy. Thank you, Ryu.
Oh, no
Ryu
problem.
rocks. Ryu's the best.
Oh,
No, seriously, you really come through for me every time, and I can't express my appreciation enough. Like I hope hearing the finished songs as polished as I can get them is at least a somewhat of a thank you. You deserve way more than that, but you know.
wait, I missed part of that. I deserve more than what?
So hopefully getting to hear your lyrics sung in as polished a manner as I can muster is at least a little bit towards, thanking you.
Oh, well, yeah, I like that. That makes me happy.
Yeah. So, all right. I will see you next time. I'm not sure what we will be working on next time. Probably Vagelet. But also I'm thinking of doing the Jujutsu Kaisen opening, which is specials with a Z. I can send you information on that later, but that might not be for a while, because I forgot about Rue's song. Honestly, I forgot that we had that going. And so I'm not as behind as I thought I was. I've got more leeway, so we have time. So yeah. Woohoo. I'm happy.
I like Vaglet. This one's going like fast because Japanese is much harder than French.
I believe it.
I see this written down. I know exactly what it says. English and French are way more similar than English and Japanese.
Yeah.
The only thing is that French, like Japanese, rhymes much better.
I see.
Like, this is the only problem I'm going to have with this is making it rhyme, because this does rhyme.
Whew. Well, you are the
But
master. If given enough
oh,
time, I'm sure you'll be able to make it sound really lovely.
well, thank you. I do like the French version too.
The French version is gorgeous, and I'm so tempted to attempt it, but I know you're going to be on my butt about that.
I mean, you have the exact pronunciation in the original,
Yeah.
and it'll be something different to have it in English.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I actually want to do it in English is because it doesn't exist. I think maybe one or two other people have done it, but it's not common. So I'm very excited to try it in English. All right, well, good luck with that. I figured it was a song that you would like versus some of the things I've chosen. Oh, all right, you take care. Bye.
All right.
Yay. Well, this has been really fun. We got lots done here with Rue's song and Aura. So beautiful, both of those songs. And I get to bring out the opera voice for basically both of them, because Rue's song is actually kind of in the higher place in my voice as well. So with Ryu's encouragement, I will do Aura in an operatic style, and we will see what we can muster with that. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for being so awesome and being here with me today. I am going to go rest a little bit and have some dinner. And I guess I need to be packing or at least going through some of my stuff for the house. And I will be Genshining for those who want to join me later tonight. I won't be doing it on stream, but I will be online if you're on the Asia server. So yeah, take care, guys. I love you all. Yay. Peace out.